Well, take a look at this beautiful greenway we happen to be riding on right now. Look at this. This is coming through Raleigh, North Carolina, and you guys have heard us speaking about our county's not doing much on this. Well, that's changing a little bit. So how can you change it in your county? Let's get into it. Stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, take a look at where we're at here. Some beautiful greenways. And you know, you've heard us very often talk. Oh, and I am here with the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, the love of my life, Mrs. Southern E-Biking. Say hello, darling.
Hello, all.
And, you know, we come down into Raleigh area quite often to ride these greenways. You know, I do videos that, you know, on the commute, how we navigate, because there's so many greenways down here, you'd never find them all. And this is a way of tying them together to make nice routes. What about in our own county? You know, some towns have been doing that. Well, we got a little bit going on county-wise starting now. And Michelle made it to a meeting with the county commissioners.
No, the Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Recreation. And
open land management.
Yep. And so, Michelle, tell us what you learned on that. I was not able to make it to that meeting.
Right.
But tell us, talk to us a little bit about it.
Yep. So, you know, our county's been very rural up until the last
We're hooking a right here, by the way,
3 to
Michelle.
5 years, and we've had an explosion of building going on in our county. And before that, we didn't have any greenways. We still don't, but there's a new agency in our county called the
We're going to come by you on your left.
Called the Parks and Open Land.
Two of us.
Open Land Management. And they're starting to try to put together future plans, you know, because greenways don't happen overnight. You got to have approval and plans, and then it comes the magic funding. And so I had learned recently from our pastor that
Two of us going to come by on your left.
that there were meetings being held for
Two of us going to come by you on your left.
possible greenways going in Johnston County. And I hadn't heard anything about it. And I kind of consider myself well connected, but obviously I kind of missed the boat on that one. Because they had already had two
of us coming by.
They had had 2 planning meetings already, and I missed those. And so I went to this one, and you know, looking forward to getting some information going on. And I was pleasantly surprised.
2 of us going to come by on your left.
They had all kinds of charts and graphs and information, and there was about 7 or 8 people from the state and from the Department of Transportation and our county. And we got walked through a whole bunch of interesting stuff, but they're in the planning stages right now, just the preliminaries. They've done all the surveys, and they've got like 5 or 6 different route possibilities. And, you know, the first question I asked them, I said, you know, which one of these is going to be the most likely and which one of these is going to be the least likely? And they said, well, because we're in such a rural county still, a lot of the people that are, you know, the landowners who have larger pieces of...
Nobody's coming at you at the turn here.
Do what, Wayne?
Nobody was coming at you at the turn. I was looking at the mirror.
Gotcha.
They've got a mirror right there that you can see because it's a blind turn.
The reason that a lot of the landowners don't want people coming through their property is because it's inherited land, it's family homestead land, and they're afraid the government's going to come in and chop it up. And I can understand that. What about you, Blaine? Don't you think you can?
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. So this is something that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time to negotiate a right-of-way through there, and that's what they're trying to do, is negotiate a right-of-way. They're not trying to take it over. But you know, the way things are now, two of us going to come by on your right. The way that things are now, you know, there's a great divide between anything government and the people, and
Yeah.
I mean that's a whole different video as to whether that's
You know,
a justifiable thing or not. You know, we're not getting into that.
Right.
We're just saying it's there.
I asked them, I said, well, I said, is this like an eminent domain thing where you're going to come in and try and take people's property? And they said, no, absolutely not. And that's why they have these 5 or 6 different options, so that they have.
They got plan B, C, D, and E.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll give it to them.
Negotiate with a particular farmer.
I give it to them for having more than just 2 possibilities, you know. But some of the possibilities are the least wanted, you know. I mean, if you looked at them, some of them are literally just right on the road, and I would prefer, let's face it.
Well, they were talking about street side trails there, though, correct?
Well, some of them are on the road.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but how long of a greenway are we talking here? Because this is not like these greenways right here. This is in Cary, North Carolina, and this is put on by Cary.
And this has
But
been
here's what's a little bit different about what they're talking about here is this is going from through 3 towns. Is that not correct?
Yeah, they're trying to connect Benson, Four Oaks, and Smithfield.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, and I mean, this is not something that's going to happen in a year. This is years. I mean, because it takes that long to get all this stuff together.
But part of it could get ready.
Yeah, no,
but
some of it is.
How long are we talking, though, on this?
Well, they've started the surveying, and now they're sending out what they're calling the landowner collaboration letters. But they've already got the preliminaries done. You know, the surveys and the ideas, and DOT's already been working on it. You know, so I mean, it's a thing.
How long?
You know,
that's my question.
5 to 7 years.
No. Distance.
Oh, sorry. You'd be looking at approximately 20 plus miles.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. We're talking about a 20-mile greenway system going in here to start out with, plus all the branches coming off of it and going to connectors and or neighborhoods that will be encouraging them to put in greenways as well. Boy, look at how dry we have been. Look at that, Michelle.
Yep.
We have been dry. There's a lake right up here above us. But that's the thing that I was getting at. You know, we're talking about putting in a 20-mile greenway system. It's not just a city or municipality putting this in. This is more county level.
Well, this is county and state.
Yeah, county and state
and
level.
City.
All right, so what can we do, or better yet, what can you guys out there do to help that process along? And Michelle, you want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on this. I just kind of know what I just saw. But
not an expert lobbyer, huh?
No, well,
yeah,
in my past days I might have been, but not no more, and I have no desire to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it came to something like this, because they did ask me if I would speak in front of the county commissioners, because, you know, I have different ideas in regards to stuff that I'm not going to go into right now, but, you know, I gave my 2 cents worth because they asked me.
And they invited you to speak.
Yeah, and they asked me if I would like to speak to the county commissioners. Of course, I told them.
We're going to hook hard right up here, Michelle.
Yeah, I told them absolutely.
How you doing?
But anyway, you know, to get things started in your county or in your city, you know, you got to go to the source. And the source is your parks and recreation and your land management folk.
Yeah.
Because there may be, because there may be things in the works that you don't know about, and they're not advertising, but you can find out if you ask.
And better yet, there may not be things in the works that you can plant some seeds to get some things in the works.
Exactly, and that would be the county commissioners for the beginning, or even your city officials, you know, your town managers and stuff.
That is a yield sign for that car, Michelle. They're to yield something to the crosswalk.
Okay. And a lot of people think that greenways are a bad thing, and they're really not if they're done properly.
How you doing?
You know, I mean, greenways are a great thing.
Look here. You know, this is not overtaking anybody's properties, but it's connecting things together. And so, what is kind of nice about these things is you're getting people outside. You're bringing the communities together on things like this. You know, what do you think, Michelle?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, it's easy for kids to get around. It's easy for people. I mean, the problem is there's got to be some type of rule system that keep everybody on the same page. You know, we can't just all go crazy willy-nilly.
Well, yeah, they're going to have limitations on it, and you know, things like that. But you know, and what else can you do to further, as you said, you know, kids getting around? You know, something that Michelle and I kind of do as much as we can is, and this is pretty rare nowadays. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Is as we are coming by people, we always smile at them, say hello to them, things like that. Like, you know, two of us going to come by on your right. Hello, puppy. We're not surprising you. Have a great day. Have a great day. You know, that can start spreading around. I mean,
nobody should be in a bad mood when they're on the Greenways.
That's right. That's right. How you doing today? Never seen that electric bike before.
Yeah. But
like that.
But you know, if you've got a club, e-bike or cycling club, whoever you are, you know, whatever you do, go there and you know, have those folks contacting your commissioners and your county. Find out if there's an upcoming meetings or the possibility of Greenways going in. And if there are, get involved. Find out, you know, if there's grants. I mean, because that's what's going on with our county. You know, they were telling me about all the grants that they're looking into, and you know, possible county monies, state monies, federal monies. You know, that's your tax dollars. So yeah, let me finish. All these tax dollars and stuff that you pay for, that's your money. So why can't it come to your town too? Go ahead.
And that's if there are plans in the works. Find out if there's plans in the works. But like I said, if there are not, let these people know, you know, there's grants that we can do things like that and bring the community together. You know, we were talking about being a salesperson for bikes. And I don't want to do that. You know, well, a salesperson for this type of lifestyle, though, that is what I'm all about. And so I don't mind trying to sell that type of thing. Michelle, we're going to be making a left up here.
Okay.
And two of us are going to come by on your left. Have a great day. And then we're hooking a right to come down here. Yeah, you know, like I said, let them know, hey, there's grants and things like that available. Can we look into this and see what we can do to draw the communities together? You know, that's never a bad thing. And it is something that your town leaders love to hear. They just love to hear these things like unity and stuff like that.
And money. They like money.
Yeah, yeah. I think they love to hear that more than
money.
The unity, yeah.
You know, because this type of infrastructure brings in more money.
Brings in visitors.
Visitors, and of course, some people don't want visitors. But you know, there's got to be a point of revenue involved.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's just the reality.
That's it. That's it. All right. So, Michelle.
Yep.
Any other thoughts on how people can work to, I mean, you know, look around you. Look at, I mean, this is right in, this is a suburb of Raleigh, North Carolina. This is a big area, and look where we're riding right through here. You know, beautiful nature.
You would think we're like big time into nature right now, but we're directly to our left. I know you can't really see it, but directly to our left is a huge housing development.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
But you know, it's just a. If you're going to have development coming, which
see what you can do to have some of this coming with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean,
you are clear all the way here, Michelle.
Okay. I mean, I'm probably going to propose to my county commissioners that while all of these subdivisions are being built, which is what I threw at the the guys with
Yeah,
the...
you already planted that seed.
Yeah, I told them, I said, why are we not having these subdivisions building small amounts of greenway in front of their subdivisions so that when the time comes for all this stuff to be connected, it's already there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to me that they're not doing that in all these places. They're doing it in some, but not enough.
But that's because the subdivision is doing it, not
Right,
because the county
right.
is trying to encourage them to do that. And I'm not saying, notice what I said, encourage them to do that, not tell them to do that.
Yeah, well,
So yeah, I know that could be strewn around a lot of ways.
I'm more along the lines of, if you'd like to build a subdivision here, here's what you need to do. But
Yeah,
that's just my,
I'm
that's just
not
me.
going to get into that. I'm not going to get into
I
that.
would.
But that's it for a different video. So, I mean, my final thoughts on it is, hey, let your representative, like I've been saying, let your people know that this is something available.
And there is something I do want to point out.
Okay.
A lot of these rail trails are in small towns.
Yeah.
And those rail trails are a boon. They're bringing people. So, you know, if small towns can do it, if your my small town can do it, so can yours.
Yep. All right. I think that's going to do it for this one. Check this out. Neat little artwork. All right. We're going to head out across here, but I think we're going to wrap up this video right now. So until the next one, hey, this is Southern E-Biking, and
This is Southern E-Biking.
what do we tell them, darling?
Stay safe
God bless.
and keep the wheels turning.
Rolling. Yeah. Once again, we're out.